Minha filha. Ela era cega, como você. Mas ela se afogou.
Como você superou?
Não superei.
Dirigido por Michael e Danny Philippou, os mesmos diretores do surpreendente Fale Comigo, o filme acompanha a história de Andy e Piper, dois meio-irmãos que ficam órfãos repentinamente e são levados para um lar adotivo, onde acabam conhecendo a excêntrica Laura. Afastado da sociedade, o local esconde segredos obscuros que poderão destruir para sempre a vida dos dois irmãos.
Eu falei com um anjo. Ele me mostrou um jeito de ser mãe de novo.
Bring Her Back is about a blind girl who gets adopted by a Satanist.
That's a good summary. We had 4 drafts of Bring Her Back by the time that we got to Talk to Me. And we were already trying to give it to our producer, Samantha Jennings, because she was so incredible on Talk to Me. All the way through making it, I'm like, you gotta check this script out. Read this script, read this script. I always knew it was gonna be the next film that I wanted to make. I was always, excited about doing a character study and a psycho-biddy film. I always like to create characters that feel real and put them in these extreme scenarios.
Vamos fazer ela voltar?
We wanted to do something different from Talk to Me. It's still a horror film. It's more slow boil, it's more psychological, a strong emphasis on character. We wanted to have strong characters and you to relate with them. And even if you don't agree with what they're doing, understanding why they're doing it.
Is this for Piper?
Oh, no. My daughter's blind.
Oh, is she here?
No, she's passed.
When Laura comes in with this big, friendly, energetic energy, I think it just draws Piper in.
There's something about casting someone that actually was vision impaired to play that character. Again, will bring a depth and an understanding that we couldn't do just on the page. And so, like, talking about her personal experiences and having her navigate the character and bring a bit of herself to Piper's character was what we always aimed for and were striving for.
I am fully blind on my left eye and have minimal vision on my right. So I can see bigger things, but small things like text and facial expressions are a little hard for me to register.
Sora, what are you gonna say?
What are you gonna say?
What are you gonna say, Sora?
I don't know.
It was so awesome that at the start of production, she doesn't think that she can cry on camera. She didn't want to sing and dance in front of people. And then as the film sort of continued and she got out of her shell and she got more comfortable with everybody, like by the end of the rap party, she was scream singing and jumping all over the dance floor and, was able to open herself up very, very vulnerably to camera and give an incredible performance.
Amazing, so fun, but I'm so exhausted.
Sora's been absolutely killing it. Like, this is her first film. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of, courage as well.
Dad!
Dad?
Working with Billy has been really great. He's helped me become such an amazing actress and he's helped me in some of my toughest scenes. We've done lots of activities to help us get that brother-sister bond.
Me and Sora went to karaoke and we went to dinners together, and when you start singing in front of people you've only just met, it definitely breaks a certain ice.
It was very tricky shooting at Laura's house. And it was very important to us to find a house that had a pool at the heart of it. Every window at that bottom story looked out on the pool, and the pool plays such an important role in the film, and it was the greatest, most extraordinary find. This isolated house that's surrounding this pool, and even the shape of the pool was so unique.
The pool's such an incredibly important part of this film, and I suppose water in itself is. The whole idea that, right from the get-go, we know that the pool represents the drowning of this poor woman's daughter. I think as we went along, we sort of really got excited about the idea of having kind of circular ideas throughout the film, and also we basically tiled the pool that was at the location. So we have this wonderful kind of circular pattern on the floor of the pool, and as the water starts to rise, and this sort of lovely kind of building of the crescendo of this film is that it is about the kind of rain and the water that's starting to build up.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, oh my god, I never knew how fun dancing on the rain could be though. It's really great, but...
Now you're going to do it on your off time.
Yeah, now I got to do it again.
So we built this pool shed on location. We dug into the ground, we removed trees, they had these like outhouses. We removed everything and built this shed into the earth. And having that there and having that pool shed visible from every part of the house, it adds so much depth and reality. The pool shed was a dirty, manky thing that every time it would rain, it would flood. So you'd have to pull out all the rain, quickly shoot as much as you can and fill up, pull out the rain. But again, looks incredible on camera. I don't know how Vanessa pulled that off. It felt like it'd been there for decades. If a hole in someone's heart is the emotion, the pool shed is a physical representation of that.
The hardest thing for us was trying to figure out how do we create a control with these elements that are very difficult to sort of even just when you're shooting normally. We built these giant rain machines that we could turn on and off that would cover the entire house when, you know, at a flick of a switch. But we would sort of run into issues of massive amounts of water that we need to control.
O Oliver perdeu a família como vocês. Ele precisa de cuidados especiais.
My name's Jonah Wren Phillips and I'm playing Oliver. So I don't have to learn any lines, which makes it easier.
Jonah's put himself through what his character goes through, and his character had to experience it once. He's having to do it every take.
Bigger bites.
He's a little trooper, that boy, and I have a lot of respect for him.
Chewing that try and get the knife in where the chip tooth is, and it's chewing on that spot. Ollie, please! I know he's the toughest kid of all time. It's such a tricky character to play, but again, he brought this authentic creepiness to the role. But he's just the toughest kid ever. So we're trying to do as much of the rehearsaling as we can, and then hope we can get it in one take. It's not good, is it, Jonah?
Huh?
Sorry?
You asked us.
You're a mess, mate. Sort yourself out, would you? All right, roll up. He had a tough role on the film, and he just nailed it and kept coming back and wanting, we're like, is he gonna quit? Because the hours were, yeah. It was just a really tough ask. Like, the prosthetics are pretty crazy, but he came back every time, and I was excited to continue.
They've come up with some pretty insane rigs on this job. We're working with a lot of children, so it's making sure the prosthetics work well on, 11-year-olds that don't necessarily want to sit down for 4 hours straight.
So we've got some textures.
Yeah. Oliver is looked after Larry on the whole.
Jonah is a great kid. He's got a natural look. He used to have long blonde hair, a bit surfy. Well, we've shaved it all off.
First of all, what they had to do was the life cast, so they had to do a head cast, ear cast, tongue cast, body cast, arm, fingers, thumb cast, and that was to get basically a mould of me.
So the body scan or live cast, from start to finish, you're looking at roughly about that 4 to 5 week mark.
As he starts consuming the corpse of Kathy, the demon comes out more and more. So there's different stages of Oliver's look.
There's about 4 stages. And so at the start, stage 1, when we first initially see Oliver on screen, so what I wanted to do was just add little nuances early. So what we did was we got one contact in one eye, which is a little bit darker than the other one. And he's got a birthmark just under his eye. And pretty much that's it.
Great. Yeah, you got this, bro. You're nailing it. Oh. Looks great.
Oh, thank you.
The second stage is when he eats the knife.
Then his teeth start to change a little bit. Start to have him biting on things.
Yeah, like ignoring it. Does that hurt?
No.
You right? You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And so his teeth start to chip. So we give him some false teeth that were made from a dental technician.
How does it feel?
I can't really talk properly. A bit weird.
So he's got a bit of blood. He's got a little bit of breakdown in stage 2. Then it goes to stage 3.
Right now, how's the scene going? How's the table
It
eating?
looks really nice.
Yeah, you seem like you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I am.
So there's a little moment where Oliver's chewing on a body.
So make it look like I'm biting.
Yeah, try it.
We start to take away his eyebrows. Got a nice complexion, but he's starting to be broken down. So we add more veins. We've got a lot of temporary tattoo veins and scabs and rashes and welts and stuff like that. So we've designed all them, and then what we do is we put them all over his body, and we've got a small belly because he's already starting to eat everything in sight.
How you feeling, buddy?
A bit dirty, not very hungry.
It's also got incredible set of contact lenses, and then the final stage is when he's back to Connor, the stolen child, where all the wounds are left, but he's a normal human again.
Seeing the prosthetics in real life and realize you write something and you're like, you write it and it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, and then when you shoot it, you're like,
I'm drowning.
So the Tari Demon, he did want something original and something old, something, you know, ancient. Even though it was a pullover mask, we ended up doing pretty much half his body and makeup. So then, anyway, we took him out on set, and I think everyone was really impressed. Everyone really loved it. It really was just perfect setting, actually, to be honest with you. It was sitting in the bath. We added blood, and I think that really helped the scene too. I think Danny and Michael both were just thrilled.
Eu falei com anjo. Anjo bonito.
the highlights were the prosthetics and the makeup effects, and some big stunts that were really fun.
So towards the end of the script, there's a couple of hits with bodies in a car crash scene.
We retouch all the detail of the character's face, sharpen up lines, add the pore texture, make a silicone mold, and then we'll go through a process to basically replicate the head in silicone.
We put hair into his head and we put eyeballs in. On the day, we'll rig his body up in position, and the same for Wendy, and then stunts and special effects can hit the body. Once we cut that hit, then we'll use the real Andy on the floor, on the ground, you know, blood and guts.
It's a very devastating film. They're going to take away a broken heart. That's what they're going to take away. Hopefully they go away saying, it's a horror movie, but why am I emotionally moved by this too? Ultimately in the movie, everybody's a victim. And it's a tragedy, and it's tough, but I think it's like, if we can have audiences connect with every character emotionally, then I think it's what we're attempting to pull off. Like, there's some fucked up shit in this film, but it was so much fun to shoot it.
Escuta. 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 Vamos fazer ela voltar.
Se você gosta deste tipo de conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like, se inscrever no canal e ativar as notificações. Nos vemos no próximo vídeo. Até mais!